Welcome to Expertdoc Smart Flows. Today we'll be looking at Expertdoc styles. In this example, I've formatted the price per unit as a currency with the locale, the currency symbol, the decimal separator, and a thousand separator. I've also added a splash of color. I set the font color to green. We can save all these settings as an Expertdoc style, so we can reuse them for other mappings. Let's take the base amount field and apply the same settings. I can now apply the Xpertdoc style that I've created previously. We can also apply the style through the right mouse button. And let's preview. Now let's have a look at the Styles tab. Here we can add a new style. I'll add a style for our numbers. With pencil, I can edit the style. I'll set it to number with 0 decimals. I can now apply that style to the quantity field. Here I'm doing it through the settings, but I could also do that through the right mouse button. We can also do this a lot faster through the Expertdoc Styles tab. Select a style, click the Assign button, and choose the field that you want to assign the style to. Here, I'll add it to the discount field. This will act as the default style for that field now. If I go into the mapping list and open the settings of the discount amount field, you might notice that the style is not selected. It is selected as the default style, so you will only see it when you create a preview of your document. Now let's do the same for the total amount field. We click Assign, choose the field, and assign it. You might notice that my fields that have been assigned a default style are listed over here in the default field styles. We can also assign a style up front before a field is actually mapped. I'm going to assign the currency style to my freight amount field. And click Assign. If I now would map my field, it would get automatically the default style. I will not see it in the settings, but since it's styled through my default style, it will show the style when I preview my document. So let's map from the dataset my freight amount field. and run a preview. Both the total amount and the freight amount are now properly formatted. They use their default values. So you can style a field after mapping it, but also upfront. We can change a style too. Go to the Xpertdoc Styles tab, click the pencil for a style, and for instance, change the $sign to euro sign, the color to red, and the decimals to 0. Let's preview. And as you can see, all my mappings are updated. I seem to have mapped my number as a currency, so I might have to correct that in the field. I applied the currency style, but I should of course apply the number style. Let's click OK and preview again. And now everything is looking good. Let's end with a couple of pointers. If you would use conditional formatting, you can also save that as a style, but not the other way around. You cannot use a style within conditional formatting. If you're not happy with your settings for a mapping, you can return all settings for this mapping to default to the Reset All Formatting to Default button. Not only the settings on the Format tab, but also the ones on all the other tabs. You can remove a style completely if you want. Be careful, as there might be a little bug here. It might indicate that the style is not in use while it still is. So be sure to check before doing this. Then finally, styles are saved on the template level. So you might have to recreate these styles in other templates. Best practice would be to create your styles beforehand and clone the template with its styles, or build a master template with the styles included. That's it for Xpertdoc styles. Thank you. Bye bye.